Financial exploitation is a critical social, health, and economic problem that affects nearly 1 in 10 Americans over the age of 60. To combat this often overlooked crisis, you need to learn to recognize the signs and always remember to take another look. Financial exploitation can come from many sources. Law enforcement officers may encounter financial abuse in places they would not expect, even within their own families. Older and vulnerable adults often rely on their families for help with finances, using tools like a power of attorney that are meant to protect them. Discovering that a family member is exceeding their authority or otherwise exploiting an older relative can be difficult and leaves many unsure of where to turn. One of the most common stories of financial exploitation appears when an older or vulnerable adult relies on a caregiver, at home or in a facility. Older adults may feel dependent on their caregivers and be reluctant to raise the alarm, which can be even more dangerous, as financial exploitation often co-occurs with other types of elder abuse. The first sign of financial exploitation may be that the living situation is amiss. No food in the refrigerator, dirty dishes, trash all over the kitchen, or a missing checkbook. If you're concerned that elder abuse is occurring, always remember to take another look. It's hard for any of us to admit that we've been taken advantage of. As an older person wanting to maintain their dignity or concerned with being a burden to their family, it can be even more difficult and upsetting. Predatory contractors and other scammers often target older and vulnerable adults, overcharging or defrauding them, and leaving their targets unsure of what to do. Elder abuse and financial exploitation are pervasive, and not always easy to see. Many times, older or vulnerable adults don't ask for help because of fear or embarrassment. A law enforcement officer may not investigate, thinking no crime has occurred, instead seeing it as a family or civil matter. But we can combat financial exploitation, and it's always worth it to take another look. Locating the correct resources is the first step to combating financial exploitation. Doing research to find what agencies and organizations offer support can help guide you through difficult situations where family and those close to a vulnerable adult are involved. Involving family members you know and you can trust can be an important part of finding help. Together, they can work to gather information, make a report, and support law enforcement in investigating the matter. The most important step, especially when other forms of elder abuse may be involved, is to ensure that the older or vulnerable adult is safe from harm. Friends, neighbors, and community members can play an important role in advocating for survivors of financial exploitation. Being present for conversations with law enforcement or social services can help a survivor feel comfortable reaching out. Putting an older adult in contact with the right family or community member could make all the difference. Often, those who want to help simply have no knowledge of the situation. Ask questions and get more information. Even if it may feel that way, we are not powerless to combat financial exploitation. Tools are available to right wrongs and protect older and vulnerable adults, and networks exist to provide support. Remember, if you suspect financial exploitation, always take another look.